Hey everybody, Nav here, one of the Coconutties, and welcome to Coconutties Play on PR. It's just me today because I want to show you a thing. I'm going to build this tree using World Edit. Now I could place it by hand, but that would just be... yeah, that would take forever. Anyway, let's get started. So go ahead and get a tool out, any tool. I'm going to show you how to use brushes, so I'm going to use a wooden hoe for this. So here we go. So \BR for brush, space, sphere. Oh, if I knew how to spell, sphere, space, log 1. Log 1 is spruce, which is those logs on the tree. Space, and then the size of the brush. Now, the height is where I want it to be, and I believe that's a 3. Yeah, it's a 3 size one, so I'm going to make it 2, so I can start making the branches out. I think, yeah, it should be a good height. Yeah, it'll be the same height as that tree. Alright, so what I like to do is, well, let me explain this part first. So this center, the stump area is size 3 brush, log 1, and everything out of here is 2, but when you get to here, it's a 1, if that makes sense. Like, here we go. If you want to change size, just say size, space, and we'll make it 1. Okay, now it's a 1, and we can just weave this out like a log, you know, make it pretty. Yo, like that. See, that's a 1 size, and it goes into size 2, and then the stump is size 3. Yeah, so let's go back to size 2 because we're gonna do the branches upwards. So, you could either, start from wherever. You can start anywhere on this tree. Make it different. You can make trees different because trees are different. No tree, no 2 trees are the same. So, but what I like to do is start corners, because now when you do it this way, it's lines, straight lines. I don't like straight lines. I like to go at angles to make it more organic looking, I guess. So here we go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Place it anywhere. You don't want just 1, 2. Oh well, that looked good. Okay, that was a bad example. Let me try it here. If you just place it well, actually, it kind of stops you from going in one, if you stacked it perfectly, it would look very generic. So just 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so we have I like to do 4 branches. Do as much as you want, but the more you do, the more crowded it's gonna look, the more thick it's gonna look. But make it like a tree. You see trees every day. Okay, so let's start the smaller branches. So size 1, and let's start from this branch. See, from here, I like to space it out and put 2 branches. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Actually, I forgot to put what do you call that? Like a stencil, I guess you could say. Let's put a stencil out. Okay. Make it like here. Yeah, it should be good. Right, so I want to make a hollow cylinder. So I'll do / H for hollow, CYL for cylinder, space. It's just going to be, well, you know what, let's make it log 1. So it's going to be part of the tree. And then now the radius. So now we're going to put, what would be a good one? Maybe let's try 10. Let's try 10 for now. Oh, that's kind of small, so undo that. 10, let's double it up. 20, let's make it 25. Let's try 25. So you can just do that. 25. blocks made. Okay, this is perfect because it's going into the other tree. Oh yeah, this is perfect. Wait, it might be a little, you know what? I feel like it's a little too high. So let's go ahead and bring this down a bit. Maybe 4 blocks. Yeah, set 0. Okay. There it is, 25. Okay, that feels right. Yeah, that feels right. Okay, so let's go back to the brush with the logs. And then from the small ones, we're gonna build it up to that ring. Remember, keep it at an angle. Or you know what, do whatever you want. You know, creative freedom when it comes to building trees, you know? Like that, boom. Let's do that. On this side, build it up. Lag in a little bit. Okay, see, like that. So now we're getting our branches up. Looks pretty cool. Alright, so I'm gonna do the other branches. I'm gonna speed through it so you don't have to wait around for it. Alright, so here we go. Alright, there we go. So now we have our branches. You know, you can add as many as you want. You can branch this off into even, you know, other branches. You can branch it over here. You can do whatever you want. Creative freedom, yo. Trees are different. Every tree is different. Alright, so once we have that complete, we can none this. It's to clear the brush. So now it won't do anything when you click. Alright, so next we're going to do the leaves. Now, depending on the rules of the server, if leaf decay is on, you're going to want to do this next step I'm about to show you. If it's off, then you don't have to worry about this next section. You can just start putting leaves. But you know, when you have decay on, it kind of makes it a little bit more natural looking, because if I used spheres for the brushes for these leaves, and if there was no leaf decay, it would look like, you know, circles, giant circles in the sky, spheres in the sky. So, alright, so let's start this one. So what we're going to do is BR for brush, space, sphere, space. Now the materials, now this is where it gets a little tricky. A leaf has to be, I believe, 4 blocks away from a log in order to stay and not decay. So what I like to do is we're gonna do I should put more, it should be like 50-50, but that might be a little, you know what, we're gonna make it 70%, yeah, 70% log 1 comma 30% leaves 1:1 for spruce leaves. And then the size, what size do I like to start off with? I like to make the outer ring first. So we're gonna make a 3. Oh, not 1, ooh, that's big. 3. There we go. So now when you make the sphere, boom. Oh, you know what? That's a little bit too much logs. But it's 70% logs, 30% leaves. So let's undo that. Let's change it up a bit. Let's make it 60% logs, 40% leaves. Okay, let's try that. Yeah, that's better. I do like, you know, this is just my method. I like to just put it on every branch, just so that it doesn't get too much. I like to double down, because if you just blast it on top of the other ring, it's gonna block out these branches. But if you have a better method, shoot, by all means. Alright, so let's change the size to 4. And then we're just gonna build the ring around. Get a little creative with it. See, now this is a layer of logs and leaves to stop the decay of the leaves of the next layer of just leaves you're gonna put on after this one. Kind of lagging a bit. Okay, so boom, boom. Oh. Ooh. 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 Remember, when you're world editing, I'm not sure if it's a server rule or if it's a world edit rule, but you're only allowed 15 undos. So keep that in mind while you're doing that. If you go beyond 15, you're not going to be able to undo, and you're going to have to break it. Either with world edit or whatever. But, you know, it's really inconvenient when you're making something this massive. Okay, so we're just gonna, you know, go around the ring, our little stencil ring that we made. Oh, alright. So now that we have our ring out, alright, now we're gonna wanna build it out just a little bit more. That. This is just the lower ring. The edge. But you know, get a little crazy with it. Every tree looks different. Even though these trees kind of look alike, every root is different, you know? Mix it up. Make a giant tree forest. Okay. So let me just build this ring out. Let me time lapse this real quick. You ready your hoe, you lower your hoe. Okay, so you know, once you got that complete, go back to your brush and change the size to 5. I think the size limit is 6, but the server rule on PR is 5, so 5 is the biggest, and then you kind of angle it, and then just start going around. You can make it flat, you can make it tall, you can make it, you know, anything you want. It's your tree, your dreams. Bob Ross it, you know? Put a little pretty tree here, put another tree here. But anyway, let's time lapse this. Here we go. Alright, there we go. Oh, let me get rid of this real quick. Now, for all you folks who use World Edit, you know there's some light problems that happen when you put it in, but no worries, it should adjust. When the server saves, or when you restart your, if you're in a single player map, all of this will get fixed up. But here we go. See, now we have our little, I like to call it like a tree skeleton of the leaves. So now let's fill it up. So let's hit none on your tool to erase any brush on it. So \BR for brush, space, the shape, so sphere. I think you can do cylinder, sphere. There's probably some others, but it's escaping my mind right now. So, but anyway, sphere, space, is that? Oh yeah, space, the material, so leaves, :1 for spruce leaves, but like I said, use any block that you want. Oh wait, leaves with an S, okay. Space, and then the size. So, I like to, for like the edges, I usually use 4. Now this next part is really important because when you put it, if you try it now, you're pretty much erasing everything that was replacing all the blocks, and look, it's starting to decay. So we're going to undo that. You're going to want to hit \mask 0. What that means is that when you use the tool, when you use the brush, it's only going to replace air. So if you have already blocks there, it's not going to destroy those. It's just going to do the air. So, boom. Okay, there we go. So now, see, all the logs are still there. So now we're gonna go around and we're gonna block, try to cover as much of the logs as you can. And let's time lapse it. All right. Okay, so once you do the outer part, change the size to 5, so it'll be a lot quicker to cover up all this madness here. Okay, so let's time lapse it again. All right, there we go. So right now it looks a little spherical, but over time it will decay if you have decay on, or you know, if you can set the rules of the world, you can what is it called? I think natural decay is it called, or something. One of the rules to you can actually speed up how quickly the leaves disappear, so make it a little bit more natural. But you know, give it time and it'll start to look like these. Not so spherical, if that's a word. Anyway, so the next part, now it looks finished on the outside, but under, all these logs are all over the place. All over the place. So what I like to do is around these, around the branches, I like to make the size 1, and then you just cover all this. Oh well, you know what? 1's kind of small. Let's make it size 2. Better. Okay, so let's cover all of this up. But under, you don't have to cover all of it up, because you know, trees have small branches, so you know, all of these can look like small branches, but you don't want like a whole mess of it, because that looks messy. So let's cover most of it up, but you know, keep some of it showing. Usually around these branches too, to make it seem like smaller branches are branching out from the main ones. Like that. There we go. And under here too, you know, if it's more than 4 blocks away from any log, that will start to decay and it'll look more natural. Or you know, if you're not, you know, if you're in your own world and you can set the size rules, you know, you can do whatever size you want. You know, play with it. Find what's good for you. Mix it up. You know, this is just basic. But you know, add your flavor style to it. Yeah. Okay, but let's time lapse this, because this is going to take a bit. See you in a bit. Alright, so the outer part is done. So this inner part, since it's, you know, a lot more... Ooh, creeper. Zombie. Oh god. Since there's a lot more space up above, you can actually make the size... I like to go size 3. And you can quickly cover all of these ones up. And, you know, 4 blocks away... Oh gosh. Get away. Get away. Okay, you know what? That might be a little bit too big. So let's go back to 2. So I can get these edges. Nope. Get away. Get away. Get away. Oh! Oh, that sucked. Axe. Ha! 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 Alright. Okay, where was I? Alright, there you have it, guys. That's how I make a tree. That's how I made all these trees. So many of them. But yeah, that's how you do it. You know, this is just a small part of what you can do with World Edit. There's so many possibilities, and there's probably easier ways, quicker ways to make trees like these, or even better trees. You know, this is just how I do it and how I've been doing it. And you know, if you want to go ahead and use this style technique, by all means. But yeah, there we go. But thank you so much for joining me, guys. If you guys like this, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you have any questions, comments, anything like that, leave it in the section down below. But, you know, this is Nav, one of the Coconutties, and thank you for joining me. I'll see you in the next episode. Take care.